everybody, and happy holidays. And we sure hope the 2012 is going to be a prosperous one. I think it will be. Guys, one thing that is for sure, and that is times are changing. You know, I'm 48 years old, and I have never seen such a metamorphosis and change when it comes especially to marketing and getting the word out about your product. You know, if you look at it, it's actually better. Why do I think it's better? Because it's cheaper. The old standard form of marketing, where you bought an ad in a local newspaper, always had a cost to it, and then based on how many calls you got, whether or not you won or not. That type of advertising is becoming definitely a thing of the past. I've always been an advocate of local newspapers, and I'm even finally starting to move away from them. The only reason I do keep a presence in there is because people 40 and over still read the paper. But if you're trying to get, if you've noticed your UBC or your programming is getting older, it might not just because you're getting older, it's because you're still marketing to people who still read papers. Things that are out there that you need to embrace, and something we're really starting to focus on here in UBC National, and that's understanding the internet and how to make it an effective marketing tool. Also, Facebook, and that's really what I want to kind of focus on today, Facebook. We have really put a lot of time and effort to make sure that we have a strong Facebook presence. Now, what do I mean by that? Realize the biggest mistake I see, as I see it, is when people go on Facebook and talk about themselves and how they're this and how they're that, as opposed to making sure that when someone sees a posting from you, it's of value, it's something they're interested in, it's something they didn't know, it's something they learned. And with the UBC, we have tremendous amount of opportunity. If you are currently a like, which you should be, for our UBC page, you'll see every day we post some really quality information about whether it's nutrition or recipes or just the current workout, what works, what doesn't, what's the latest science. All that information is what your students want to hear and learn from, and then they develop that habit of coming to that page. Now, first of all, I recommend right off the bat you like us, and if you're not looking to create your own UBC page, then have your students like us. And regardless if they get it from me or get it from you, they get it from UBC, and they're really getting involved in something that they care about, and the information's there. The other option is create your own UBC page. Now, why do I recommend that? I'm sure you most likely have a UBC presence for your martial arts school. Well, again, a lot of times it's different markets. If you have a large children's program or martial arts program, I'm sure your Facebook is probably focusing more on the children and what's happening in your martial arts school, which is great, but it's not going to attract the average adult that's looking in UBC. So you may want to start your own UBC Knoxville or UBC whatever on Facebook. So not only can you then take the information that we give you, make it part of your own, but it also gives you a chance for your students to interact with one another. And so they can make comments about that. And then, instead of being a response from someone outside of their state, it might be someone who's currently in their class. There's a couple options there, but for one thing you need to do is have a presence with your UBC program on Facebook, because the information's already provided for you. We do it every day. You can either cut and paste, or again, make it easy, just have them like us on Facebook, and they're going to get that information consistently. Also realize Facebook is not just about your presence. It's about your staff's presence. It's about your coach's presence. It's about your instructors. You want to try and talk to your staff and instructors to get them to like UBC, to at least make a comment periodically once a week, whatever you set up in your school, that your students or your instructors and your staff are constantly promoting your UBC program or your school through their Facebook. That's an interesting idea. Realize the whole idea is the whole web that goes out there. You have a certain amount of people that seek you out or seek out your UBC, but what about the friends of your instructors? What about the friends of your coaches? These people may not directly have come to your facility, but they may indirectly hear about it through that website, then they come to yours. So try to encourage your staff to make sure that they at least once a week set up some type of criteria that they promote some type of activity or opportunity or UBC programming on their particular website. So again, it's a whole idea of it coming out. Other thing, I'm going to give you a couple of things to do. That, first of all, is that Facebook. You make sure you have a Facebook presence. Again, currently we'll talk, I've got another one coming up future about MMA programming. It's going to focus more on males, but right now we know the majority of our clients are women, and the majority of people who actually use Facebook, other than just for marketing, are women. So you really need to have that presence. Also, I'm hoping that you are creating a real good, solid database of emails from past, present, future students and prospective students, whether it's just UBC or for your entire school, and that you're consistently sending out information, whether it's in this form of a newsletter or just information about upcoming specials, but consistently staying in touch with your students. I like constant contacts. I know there's other ones out there that you can use, but you really do need, if you're not already doing it, having some type of systematic approach to keep in touch with your students. If you need graphics, where our UBC heading, all that stuff is available for you on our website. And the last thing I want to talk about is our website. Guys, we spend a lot of time and money and effort to make it a really visually appealing, a lot of good information, gets people excited about it. Link to our website. 2 reasons. One, instead of you having to spend all that time trying to explain the UBC on the web, if they link to you, even if they don't come back, they go to the location site, they're going to find you. You're the only one in that area. So it's going to do nothing that benefit you, but also it's going to add traction and strength to your website by linking to a national website that gets a lot of action. That just makes your presence on the web more powerful. And we talked about search engine optimization, which we'll be talking more and more about in the future, but that's one of the key elements, is linking to other sites. So link to our site, have maybe a paragraph in there about the UBC to get people excited and to learn more. Click here about the UBC, that type of thing, so you have the access to our website. So those are your tips on how to keep up with the future. And again, good luck this coming new year. I know it's going to be a great one. I'll be rebroadcasting another segment here soon talking about upcoming events and some special programming we have created for the future. This is Jim Graden, and good luck to everyone. Happy New Year.